Today I'm here with Tobi, and he is a Southwest Florida alpha player, and what that means is that he's been playing the game ever since early release, and that is actually really rare to find because there was only about 50 to 100 people playing then. So I'm really lucky to have this opportunity to speak with Tobi today. We've got a few questions to ask him. Before we do that, please do subscribe to the channel. We're getting really close to 10k, and I'd love to have you part of the community before 10k. Also, join my Discord server at discord.gg/cam. I'm basically active there every single day. I always have Discord open on my other monitor, so I'd really appreciate that. Anyway, let's get started. Okay, Tobi, how you doing?
I'm doing great. What about you?
I'm doing pretty good. It's nice to have you in the server. We've had a few issues at the start there, but it's alright. So, I have a few questions lined up for you today.
Yes.
Okay, so I think it'd be really interesting, the first question, to find out, like, what the biggest difference between gameplay now versus when you first started. So what I mean by that is, what is the biggest noticeable difference between playing the game from when you first started to, like, now, when the game's grown a lot more?
Well, one of the things is definitely the player count, and as well the map, as it got a big. So we got a whole new map, which definitely changed the game in a lot of ways. So yeah, that might be the most notable difference.
Oh yeah, and I noticed you said about player count. So roughly, off the top of your head, how many people were playing when you first joined?
I'm not that sure, but I remember being like in the public servers, or like being the only person in a public server for hours, day after day.
So like you were here at like literally the start.
Yep, bought the game one of the first days of release.
Well, that's crazy, to be honest. It's crazy.
I remember testing out things with the devs when they joined the game.
Oh really? That's pretty
Yeah.
sick. Yeah.
That's very sick. Yeah.
Okay, so another interesting question is, so what sort of perks did you receive? So I know that you got that little perk in the chat where you get like the little alpha tag, like I've got YouTuber. So I'm just quite interested. I know what perks you've got, but I think the viewers would find it interesting to know what you've got. So if you want to show us what you've got from being an alpha player.
So in the chat, I got this special tag.
Oh yeah, that little tag, yeah, alpha. Yeah, that's quite interesting. I've never really seen that before.
No, it's you rarely see it in game.
Yeah.
And then I got a 100k, and then the Aston Martin that we're going to have a ride in a few.
Okay, yeah, let's head over to. So this Aston Martin, you got this like just for being an alpha player, right?
Yes, it was given to every alpha player. It wasn't purchasable. It was just given after the release of beta.
So I'm kind of wondering how many people actually own this car. So this is probably more rare than the F1 that came out. That was like 22 million.
It's definitely more rare. It's definitely more rare.
Yeah, definitely more rare. It actually looks really nice as well. So if we hop in your car, we can like listen to the vehicle sounds and stuff, experience what it's like.
Yes.
Oh, that's really satisfying.
I agree.
Let's take it for a spin.
So the top speed is around 210 miles per hour.
210. I mean, that's fair enough, to be honest. That is like really for a free car. That is like you got for free. Yeah, that is really really good. What are the factory colors on it?
It's black, and when you spawn it in, you get the white, the red, and orange, and the blue.
Oh my goodness, that's insane. What do the indicators look like on the back? Anything fancy?
Well, it's a pretty high quality mesh of its time.
Yeah, it is very high. For when it came out, because a lot of things back then, they weren't really like, well, they were still well made, but not the best, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, I really like this car. I wish I could have this car. The other perk that you got was 100k. I was expecting more, to be honest. I was expecting like way more. I thought it would, how did you get so much money? Well, I'll ask you about that in a minute, but like, yeah, man, that's insane. I would have I thought they gave you about like 100 million. You just spent like a little bit, but 100k, it's not a lot, is it?
No, well, for its time, it actually was.
Oh, really?
It was hard to get money, and like you at that time, fintech was added in the old map, but it was really hard to grind because you couldn't be AFK. People like hadn't found out about any AFK grinding methods.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's really interesting to hear, to be honest, and I think a lot of people find that interesting. So I got a couple more questions for you. So,
Sure.
obviously, as an OG player, you've seen all the updates and all the good things, all the bad things. So, what is an update that you'd like to see in Southwest Florida? So what are the top 3?
It might be like the mansions that I know they are working on.
Oh
and
yeah,
the
there's
bo-
new mentions. Yeah.
and the boats, they have been talking about those. I have actually seen leaks from like when the game started, so that has been planned for I don't know how long that is, a year and a half now.
Wow, I didn't even know it was that they had been planned for that long. I only joined Southwest Florida a couple months ago, and
Yeah.
that is insane to hear that they've been planning such a. I bet that update's going to be huge.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And then the mansions that I
Yeah, the mansions and the
yeah,
boats.
and then the off-road park.
Oh, the off-road park. Yeah. To be honest, something that I have an issue with Southwest Florida. I feel like the map is too big.
I agree. If you want to roleplay, then yeah, but you really just want to drive the cars because like the way they handle compared to like let's say Greenville. I really love driving the vehicles here in Southwest Florida. So as long as you don't like roleplay, it's fine. But yeah, if you roleplay, then I can definitely agree with you.
I guess that's true. If you want to drive around a nice big map, it's probably ideal. So I've got the final question for you. I don't know how you're going to answer this because, I mean, even I would struggle to answer this, but do you have any, like, pro tips as an OG player on for any beginners out there who want to earn money? And then also, well, I guess you can answer that first. So what is the best tip for earning money?
Well, if you want to do stuff while getting the money, then go on the police team, as most of the players already know. That's smart because you are going to earn money or like while you're doing absolutely nothing. But if you really just want to AFK grind and stuff, then go to FinTech. With every boosting game pass, you get 10k a minute, so that's definitely not bad.
Yeah, fintech is definitely the way to go. And then the second half of that question would be, for beginners who are looking to buy their first car, what would you recommend?
Well, the best tip is just whatever you like. If you're a car guy, then try to find something that you enjoy more than go for the speed. But something like if we are going to talk about the supercar section, then something like the Huracan Performante. That's very good in the speed and sounds pretty nice for.
Would you say for people who are like have got quite a bit of money, would you say they should look out for performance or looks in Southwest Florida?
I mean, you don't really use the speed that much. You do some street racing sometimes, but I personally would go for the looks, as I said, the Aston Martin ain't the fastest vehicle, nor is the McLaren F1, but they are really enjoyable to drive.
Yeah, I mean, I think I agree with you there. I mean, if I got this car here and it was like, I don't know, 10 million, and then there was another car that was way faster and great at handling and it was cheaper, I'd probably still go for this car just for looks. But
Yes.
yeah, I guess thank you for your time, Toby. It's been like really interesting to hear about the perks you got and like
You're
the
welcome.
player difference. And yeah, I'm sure everyone is going to appreciate your answers. So thank you for your time and hope you have a good day. Do you have anything
Yeah,
you
you
want to
too.
say to like anyone?
No, just subscribe.
Oh, I agree. Please
Yeah.
subscribe to the channel, join the Discord, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Well, thank you very much.